He stepped into the small diner just as the sun began to dip below the horizon, painting the sky in warm shades of amber and rose. The bell above the door jingled softly, a familiar, comforting sound that seemed to pause the busy world outside. The smell of brewing coffee and sizzling bacon filled the air, wrapping around him like a gentle embrace. But this evening was different for him, because tonight, he wasn't the CEO of a multi-million-dollar company. Tonight he was just a man craving a simple meal, blending quietly among the everyday people he usually only glimpsed on the other side of glass offices and conference calls. His name was Michael, though no one in the diner knew that. He wore a faded jacket and jeans, clothes chosen to make him invisible rather than stand out. His eyes scanned the room, taking in the chipped paint on the walls, the worn wooden booths, and the tired faces of the few customers scattered around. He found an empty booth near the window, the one with a cracked vinyl seat that had been patched more times than he could count. Sliding in, he felt the weight of the day slowly lift off his shoulders. A young woman approached, his waitress. She had dark circles beneath her eyes, and her smile, when it came, seemed forced, as if she was trying to hold together something fragile inside. Her name tag read, Emily. She asked what he wanted, her voice soft and tired. He ordered a simple meal, eggs, toast, and coffee, nothing fancy. As she turned to leave, a sudden sound stopped him. It was faint at first, a soft, choked sob coming from the kitchen door just a few feet away. Michael's curiosity piqued, and instinctively he followed the sound, moving quietly toward the kitchen entrance. Peering in, he saw Emily sitting on a low stool, her head bowed, tears tracing silent lines down her cheeks. The clatter of pots and pans, the usual background noise of the diner, seemed to fade into nothing as he watched her struggle with whatever was breaking her heart. Can you imagine how he felt then? A man who held the reins of power and fortune standing frozen, confronted not by a business crisis but by the raw vulnerability of someone he barely knew. That moment, the quiet of the kitchen filled with tears, shook him more than any boardroom battle ever had. Without thinking, Michael stepped inside, his voice gentle as he spoke. "Are you okay?" His words hung in the air, simple but heavy with concern. Emily looked up, startled, eyes red and glossy. She tried to compose herself but failed. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "It's just, things have been hard lately." Michael nodded, not pressing for details. Instead, he sat beside her, offering silent company. After a moment, he reached into his pocket and pulled out a small envelope. "Here," he said softly, handing it to her. "Maybe this can help." Emily's hands trembled as she took it. She looked at him, disbelief mixing with gratitude. "Thank you," she breathed, her voice cracking. That small act of kindness marked the beginning of something unexpected. Over the next few days, Michael returned to the diner, not as a CEO, but as a friend. He learned that Emily was a single mother struggling to support her young son while working long hours just to make ends meet. Her exhaustion was more than physical. It was the weight of unseen battles fought every day. One afternoon, Michael surprised her with a gift, a backpack filled with school supplies for her son, something she hadn't been able to afford. "He deserves to start the school year with everything he needs," Michael said quietly. Tears welled in Emily's eyes. "You didn't have to do that," she whispered. "I wanted to," he replied simply. Their connection deepened, built on trust and compassion. Emily found strength in knowing someone cared, and Michael discovered a new kind of fulfillment beyond profits and power. He realized that real leadership wasn't about status. It was about kindness and lifting others. Up then, just when it seemed things might get better, disaster struck. One busy evening, as the diner filled with customers and laughter, Emily suddenly clutched her chest and collapsed. Panic rippled through the room. Michael was the first to reach her side, steady and calm amidst the chaos. He called emergency. Services held her hand and whispered words of encouragement as they waited. That night in the sterile hospital room, Emily looked up at Michael, her voice weak, but filled with hope. "Thank you," she said, "for everything." Michael smiled, tears shining in his eyes. "You don't have to thank me. Just promise me you'll keep fighting." Weeks passed, and Emily's health improved. The community rallied around her, touched by the story of a waitress who never gave up, and the stranger who showed her unexpected kindness. And finally, the moment came when Michael revealed his true identity. Sitting across from Emily in the quiet diner, he removed his hat and jacket. "I'm not just a customer," he said softly. "I'm the CEO of the company that owns this diner." Emily blinked, stunned. You came here just to help me?" Michael nodded. "Because kindness matters. Because you matter." In that moment, titles and money faded away. What remained was a simple truth. Kindness has the power to break barriers, change lives, and spark hope where it's needed most. Can you feel the warmth of that truth? The idea that even the smallest act of compassion can ripple out and transform the world? If this story moved you, please like the video, share your own kindness experiences in the comments below, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories like this one. And before you go, don't miss our next video, where a stranger's unexpected generosity changes a whole town forever. Because kindness isn't just an act, it's a powerful force we all carry within us, waiting to be shared.